Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just gone down into Bitcoin. We've got the CoinsKid crew. So right now, Bitcoin is coming back, isn't it? You know, you've got this little tightening range here. Like I said to you, price compression leads to expansion. We need to keep an eye on this red line here. Okay, if we break that, I think that's quite a nice little bullish statement from Bitcoin here off the bottom. You know, where you've come up, you've made this high, you've made this high low. You're sort of compressing down here into resistance and support. So something's going to pop. Like I said to you, you know, you can't compress for too long. We won't be able to maintain this resistance to this 10 EMA coming down as well, because this is why the EMA is a boss. Get them into your charts. Okay, so you've got the resistance, you've got the support, something's going to give here. So obviously the thing that we all want is this, isn't it? Unless you're a perma bear and you know you want it to go into the depths, or you want to get cheaper Bitcoin, that's sort of another scenario. But for me at the minute, we're doing everything we need to say that this is the bottom. I think we've gone about 107 days, 108 days now, you know, where we put this bottom in and we're sort of getting everyone really confused down here. Is it the bottom? It is the bottom. It ain't the bottom, you know, things like that. But we are doing everything we need to say it is the bottom. But one thing I'd like to see going forward is the break of this red line, because if we do start to break that, boom, we're on the 20. Like I said to you, we've got the 10 retest, come back in support, 20 retest, come back in support, boom, you're up there on the 55. And you can start to see, if you do that, you've got your beautiful W double bottom pattern down there, reversal pattern over a long period of time, ascending triangle, coil up, coil up, coil up, boom, breakout, see you later. No questions, you've got your bottom in right there, because that's the sort of bottom pattern that we always see at the bottom. Okay, so what's going on here is we've got this low, potentially a higher low, and right now we're sort of compressing, looking for a direction, whether or not we break down or we break up. So these lines here, there's a really strong level of support. You can see this green descending line and this red descending line. I think if we start to break that, take that out, you know, and get above a 10 EMA right there, then you know there's basically, it's not a massive confirmation statement, but it's just one of the sort of precursors. We can say, okay, well, we're kind of confirming the bottom at the moment, and we just need to see the follow through, don't we, basically? So the alternative to that obviously is that we're not going to have any of these EMA retests, because like I said to you, bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. We've not back tested the 20 EMA since way back there in April. We've got really overextended here, and this is why one of the reasons was one of the confluence of that was being the low is because of the overextension and the greed in the market. Okay, like I said to you, it doesn't always pay dividends in one direction. Just there last year was creating really a high overextension again. We got a high, we got a high, and then we came down, made a lower high, basically, you know, some kind of double top pattern down there, and then we're boom, coiling up on a rising wedge. Basically was the opposite of this falling wedge. We had bearish divergence up there, and equally down here at the moment we have actually got bullish divergence. So there's a lot of signals that were telling us last year that that was very toppy and this is very bottomy. You know, you don't want it to go up there and think, why was that the bottom? There was no signals, but there was, and this is what I relay to you on the charts every day. Not hopium, not anything like that. It's just pure data. You know, it's the opposite of that top there. You got bearish divergence just here. We're getting bullish divergence. You know, and the higher the time frame you see it, the more powerful it is going forward. So, you know, Bitcoin's doing everything it needs to say the bottom's in at the moment by holding this low. If it doesn't, obviously, I've given you targets. You're going to come down minimal to this yellow line. You know, this wave one high, in my opinion, and that would have to be a support level that holds. It is a radar. You know, it's on everyone's radar. Everyone's got that target, 14k, 9k, 10k, things like that. But I do think that if you start to roll here for Bitcoin and you lose this low, you're losing data-driven lows here. You know, and then you could say, okay, well, you know, Bitcoin is in trouble. The macros having an effect on it. But please remember, in my opinion, Bitcoin, the top was here. This is an irregular high. I think you put an ABC correction. The confluence of that is the ABC corrections I've seen on XRP, Chainlink, and the likes of those. You know, I think that they're adding confluence to this, and the fact that we've got the Bitcoin dominance just went sideways, which shows to me it's been a correction, basically. You know, I know a lot of people still think it's this whopping bear market, and if it does start to lose this, then yeah, I think you are in this whopping bear market, and this sea leg is just going to go on for a lot longer than I anticipate, basically. But I've not got a crystal ball. You know, it is what it is. So the alternative is that it's just a massive ABC irregular correction that's bottomed out, and right now we're starting to carve an impulsive move back up the stairs to this yellow line at a bare minimal, around about 92k, which is a point at which I will seriously think about my position in crypto if I were you, if we get up there. Okay, at this point, you know, the thing with this cycle, in my opinion, this cycle's broken. Okay, it did get to my 1618, but it never got to the 2414, which it always gets to in every cycle. So this cycle is already telling me by this top and this top that it's kind of broken. Okay, and we can't sort of adhere to the previous cycles of the overextension to the upside and overextension to the downside, i.e. your whopping bear markets of 80 to 85% plus, and your whopping bull markets where you go up to the 2414, which is around about 200k. I just don't think it's going to get there at the minute. So I'll be looking to take profit around about 92k, and I've already gone through this with you. That's the 1272 target if you start to come up. So, you know, if I drop the fibs from this low just here to this high, okay, because I think that's your high, you can see the 1272 is right about 92,958. Okay, but what we're doing, we ran into this 236. Okay, and we're coming back for support, looking to break the 236. So you can see that's a nominal level of resistance. Well, if Bitcoin right now was to say, okay, right, I'm bottomed and I'm going to start to carve my way out this, back up the stairs, you can see you break out, you've got a key level resistance on the 236 at 24079, come back to support on the 10 potentially. I'm trying to sort of forecast what's going to happen here if this is the bottom. So you're coming up like that, coming down, coil up, you got your ascending triangle on this level of resistance. You see this level of resistance, this white line. If you start to break that, like I've said to you many times, that's your entry point. Just there, if you start to see that, you're sort of sitting on your hands waiting for a massive signal here. That's all you are wait for, that signal there. Break that white line wherever it is, even if we roll again like this, okay, and no one can say that we are or we ain't, but wherever we roll, whenever we break this white line in the future, that's your entry point right there. Now it is gearing up. You can see you've got your beautiful little bullish divergence, falling wedge. It is gearing up for that at the moment. If you do break this, I would imagine a level of resistance right there on the 236, so that could be a really good area to take profit, if you've been longing down here, or short, basically short back into the 10 EMA. I will go through these with you as it happens, if it happens obviously, but you can see if you do start to run into resistance, hold support, carve out a lovely bottom down here, and you break out, your next main key level of resistance for me is the 382 at 29128, because like I said to you, you work your way up and down through these fibs. Okay, remember the bulls go up the stairs. Do you remember that? So all these fib targets here, if this is the bottom, okay, are going to be levels of resistance going forward, and they're really good opportunities to swing short, long, whatever. So that's basically it. Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed that little update. I'll be back tomorrow with another sort of 5-minute trade, but at the minute, just let's keep an eye on this red line. Okay, come to your charts, draw this red level of resistance. If we get the close above that, I think you really are beginning to confirm your bottom right there for Bitcoin, and it could be as early as just seeing that break of resistance, okay, because you're essentially breaking out of a falling wedge, and when you break the falling wedge, that's the target, and that's your target. And like I said to you, you basically coming up the stairs through the EMAs. You got your 10 test, 10 EMA retest, you're waiting on your 20, you get that, and you're waiting on your 55, you get that, and there's no question, that's your 55, that's your 20, there's no question you're not carving out a bottom right here for Bitcoin. Okay, hope you enjoyed that little update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, and remember, all these things I talk about right now, you could go long. Okay, a trade for you, if you've not got a trade, is you could go long at this point, okay, with your stop loss down here on this low. I'll give you this particular trade because this could actually be breaking out. We'll see. Okay, so if I drop that on there, that low, that's your stop loss, and right now you could go long at this area, and if you break it, fantastic, you've got a beautiful long in front of you up to the 20 and that level of resistance, which is around about 21%. And we're talking about this long opportunity down here last week. Put stop losses down there because you could be riding a 30% upside with your stop loss all the way down there. You could be looking at around about 30% long, isn't it, on BitGet, which have got an amazing 8k sign up bonus right now for the CoinsKid community, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you for that. So yeah, take advantage of these opportunities, ride the waves basically. So I hope you enjoyed that little update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, and thank you for your support. Take care everyone. Bye bye.